Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day.
Alright, so I thought I was recording, but just came out here to talk for about the last 3-4 minutes, and this is why I want to get rid of this master kit. It could be my fault. I could have did something wrong. Could have ordered the wrong bore size, but it's just now starting to get a little bit stiff, so can't be having that. Can't be doing that. But I'll go over what I'm about to do. So the last one, I cut off this pipe here, moved it over a little bit. I think I have enough clearance now to get the brake booster in here. So what I'm gonna do, get the header put on. I'm gonna disconnect these brake lines from the portioning valve, let the master drain out, and then get this manual brake kit, master cylinder, get that off, and test fit the brake booster. Hopefully I made the right cuts and welded everything up. It's not the prettiest, but it should do. Eventually I might get some header wrap and wrap this one at least, if not the whole side. But the only reason I want to wrap these back here a little bit to hide my welds, but also so it's not baking the brake booster. Alright, so sure you hear it draining out. Have both disconnected. I'm only seeing one stream. The rear one looks like it's draining out. This front one now it wants to start moving, but it's taking a little while, so that could have been a problem too. I'm not sure if one drains before the other, but we'll see. But yeah, working on getting this drained out. Once it's drained out, I don't have to worry about anything leaking. I'll take the whole master cylinder off and test fit the brake booster, and hopefully it clears. So I'll cut you guys back on here in a few minutes. Alright, so got everything drained out, got all the bolts loosened up. The bolts are all taken off on the back, or the nuts, so those are all off. Did catch the socket, or catch the wrench in the eye, so it's probably not going to look good in the morning. But if it's stuff like grinding and welding and all that stuff, I use safety glasses and all that, but taking nuts and bolts off, I figured I needed safety glasses, but might start carrying some more in the garage. But yeah, gonna pull this off and dig out the replacement brake booster and see if everything fits. Keep that little gasket. It's about like $8 off Amazon for a little firewall gasket to the brake booster. You guys think it's gonna fit? Cause I hope so. I'm tired of messing with these brakes. Just want them to work. Alright, so let's see. Do we have the clearance now? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I see where it's hitting. I think I might have to put the brake booster on before the header, and I think we should be good. If not, I'll just have to clearance this right here and probably dent in the header a little bit, but there you guys on the time lapse. Take the header off, put the brake booster in, put the header back on, and hopefully we're good to go. Alright, so it's close. It is real close. I think I'm gonna do two things. I am gonna get some heat tape and some header wrap. So clearance this a little bit with the grinder. So I think I'm gonna put heat tape pretty much on this whole side of the brake booster, because it was close to the point where I think it'd just be touching really. But in between this section is pretty much where the brake booster was just resting, just right up against here. So, like I said, I know my welds aren't the best, and I really don't want to keep welding on this. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take a section out of here. So, either way, I don't know. If I take that out, I'm still going to have to lengthen it a little bit. So yeah, I might take a section out of here and drop this down, and then pretty much cut all this out, and then get another, well, get the other section of it. So this is a little bit thinner. I'm gonna see if someplace carries a little bit thicker header material. But I think this should work. We get a longer section of it, so it's pretty much the amount I cut out of it. So take a little bit out of here, and then I'll do that cut here, angle this down a little bit, and try to get it just to line up with the 90. So it's on the card be like that. So if it's lower, say half an inch lower, it would clear no problem. So that's what I think I'm going to go with. I know this doesn't look the prettiest, but it's going to work, and eventually I'm going to heat wrap this anyway, so we should be good. But yeah, it's getting close. Wish I'd have been able to knock it out today, but like I said, I want to say it's like that. So I think once it's cut, get everything welded up, get the heat wrap and heat tape on the brake booster, we should be good. But yeah, that's the plan. I'll probably try to edit this one a little bit shorter, but I'll come back once everything's buttoned up, everything's installed, and finish the video that way. But right now, let's see. It's not too late, but it's too late to run to the store to grab the extension. So grab that section, which really I don't think I would need much, but I think I cut that for now, and we'll go from there. This time, have the brake booster mocked up. I should probably throw the nuts in that so it sits where it's supposed to. But you guys see I cut that whole section out. It's a lot lower now, so it still clears the steering shaft. So So clears that, and it will clear the brake booster. Might try to angle it in a little bit more, but yeah, so it clears there. It clears both places. I think I really need to throw the at least 1 or 2 nuts in there to kind of have it sitting where it's supposed to sit. Let's see. Bottom 2 on, and I should tighten it up enough. Just snug it up. Yeah. Let's see. Nope. Still need to snug it up a little bit more, but pretty much hold it in place one hand. You guys can see. This isn't my best, but once that's on, get that angled up, get that filler piece in there, and we should be good to go. I'll still heat wrap this section and put the tape on the other section, but we'll see. It's a mess. It's a mess, but it's one of those things, like, I can work in it. I'm not stressed out with it, so yeah, but we're getting there. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. We're getting brakes on this thing soon, this week, because it's got to be out Saturday, but by the time you guys see it, that's going to be past, and I'm a little behind on videos, even though I'm putting them out every week. I stack them up and try to space them out a little bit, but you guys get the point. About to do something I really don't want to do, but that's what I was talking about, wearing gloves and eyewear and stuff, trying to take my digits off. But I'm going to tack this on while it's in the car, so the battery's disconnected and everything, so don't have to worry about too much. But it's one of those things where kind of you got to tack it on while it's on the car to get it right where you want it. So it's not the clearance I'm looking for, but it's not hitting the brake booster. It's about, let's say, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch maybe. But yeah, I was going to throw a tack on it while it's on the car, just to get this section angled where I want it. And then I'll just have to do some, have to cut that filler piece at the right angle. Maybe cut this here and try to bend it in a little bit to get everything to line up right. But like I said, really don't want to, but it's just a quick tack just to get it in place, take the header off, weld it up, and then find that filler piece, get the right angle I need and everything, try to make it work. So yeah, let me set the camera up and set the welder up and try not to burn the garage down. I think that's where it's going to work. Give you guys a little zoom in on it. So, of course, this is going to have to come over a little bit, but You see the clearance in between the header and the brake booster. It's not hitting, so good there. Let me take the header off, finish welding that up, and then I don't have any cut-off wheels, so really can't cut that, try to angle it at all. So I'll just get that piece welded up and then decide on what I want to do with the rest of it. Now that I know it's on there, I could get the heat wrap this once it's welded up and off the car, make it a lot easier. And then get the heat tape, throw it on the bottom of here, and take the brake booster back off, bleed that, hook the lines up, and we're getting close. We're getting close. But like I said, it's getting late. I do have to work in the morning, so I don't want to be out here too late, but at the same time, it's like one of those things you just want to get it done. So probably need to call it a day before the car beats me up some more. Trying to take my finger off, trying to give me a black eye. Yeah, but stop rambling, get the header off, weld that up, and probably call it a night after that. That's not even edited. That's what it looks like. That's my garage view. Those sunsets, you can't beat them. It's a nice view. It's a good feeling too, because we're starting to make some progress on the headers. Well, I made the progress on it. Told you guys I was going to cut you guys on once everything was back installed, and I think we're there. Actually has a little bit more clearance than I thought I was going to have once it's actually mounted on there. But yeah, it was tough. Broke out the welder. Had to get a bigger cutoff wheel. I want to get like a bench one, but I was looking at the 6-inch. I don't think it would be big enough for what I was planning to do with it. If I were to do exhaust or something in the future. So I just went with this one for now. Eventually I might upgrade it to something I can put on the workbench. And then let's see, I'm almost out. It's pretty much out. Well, let's turn it the right way. Yeah, that gas is pretty much out. There's a little bit left, but not much. So I'll come over here, show you guys. Like I said, it's not pretty, but it should work. You got clearance in there, almost enough to get a small finger through, but there's clearance. I will eventually put some heat tape on the brake booster and or wrap the header, but we'll see. But for now, we are good. It does clear. Slid in nice and easy, so really didn't have to worry about anything. I did throw some heat wrap or heat shield on all this stuff back here. I need to probably use one of these holes or something to make a mount so they stay off of the header, but there's enough clearance where I'm not too concerned, but at the same time I want to protect a little bit. Same thing like down here. Eventually get something to pull them back away from the header or the crossover a little bit. And with going to go put this back on, this V-band clamp stripped out. Like I was tightening it down, you heard a pop, and you can tighten it as much as you want, and it doesn't go anywhere. So ordered another set of V-band clamps, so they should be here Wednesday. So hopefully they get here on time. I can tighten them up, don't have to worry about them stripping out, so should be good there. One thing I was about to get, but I passed on it, I need horns. I don't know if you can see them, but I need horns. 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 I need horns that's been, so I need to connect the horns. So I think just a single one. It might do duals, I'm not sure yet. I need to connect that, and I need to connect the power wire to the transmission cooler. Need to throw these back in before I try to start this one up without spark plug wires. I know I did it on the Elco once, but I think we need to get that knocked out of the way. Find a way to mount this, probably. I don't know. Is that too close to the header? I don't know. We'll find a way to mount it somewhere. Might mount it up here or something, out of the way. Right after I get that spark plug wire. But this is on. I can finally start to bleed this. I have these just hand tight for now. So tighten these up, tighten those up, bleed the system, and hopefully we get some better brakes in here. Just had Robbie over here. He had the Elco out to get some roller shots and everything. I was on the bike. Things didn't go as planned, but we still got some decent shots. He's big on the Lincoln Tech Car Show, so that's why by the time you guys see this one, it'll be past, but just showing you guys pretty much everything, trying to space the videos out a little bit. I know summer coming up. I'm gonna get the cars out a little bit, get some footage and everything. But yeah, he's trying to dial in his Elco. I'm trying to dial in the Monty and get him up to that car show. So I need brakes, and I think we're there. So yeah, that'll probably be it for this one. I know it'll be 2 videos, kind of drawn out, doing the same thing, trying to work on that header. But like I said, it's not pretty, but it should do. Like I said, eventually, once I learn how to really dial in the welding a little bit, dial in like pie cuts and stuff on metal, should be a lot cleaner. And then who knows, down the line I might scrap this whole system, try something else, but we'll see. So the plans are with this one, I'll button up the brakes and stuff today, or at least tighten up all the lines and everything. Try to bench bleed the master, and then hook up all the lines. So today's Sunday, my weekend's coming up, so I think this week I'm gonna try to get it out once or twice. Just give it a little shakedown run, and then next Saturday is at Lincoln Tech Car Show, which I'm planning on getting the Monty out. The only thing I'm a little concerned about, not car wise but weather wise, I said yesterday we had snow and it was cold. Today I was able to hop on the bike. You see the sunset, but I'm not installing windshield wipers on here, so that's what I'm concerned about. Next Saturday is supposed to rain, so I might have to just Rain-X the windshield and hope for the best. But we'll see what happens. Man, it's coming together. Need to get these wheel wells, the wheel wells. Need to get those all hooked up. I think these aren't even in the right place. They're supposed to be on the inside. So to mess around with those a little bit. I know I have the part that comes down here. Not too worried about that, but trying to button up all the small stuff I can. I know I need this trim piece for the Monty. Like I said, really not too concerned right now, but in due time we'll start buttoning up all the small stuff. So this window trim, the rear quarter marker, or the side marker covers, or bezels, seat belts. But yeah, just little things here and there. And with that being said, that's it. Alright, last thing I forgot. Still gotta get the vacuum line. So line there, a little check valve, and then connect it to the intake. So yeah, now that's it.